So we found the first batch of lights. None of them are on right now. There's power. We assume is going to come to it. We're going to test that out. This is a Vista system. Vista's a huge brand name. All of them need, obviously, knuckle tightening. They're wide open. So we look at that. Obviously, the glass has never been cleaned. That's something that's always done on our maintenance. Socket was wide out, and there was a halogen lamp laying here as well. Josh, what's your assessment of these? If you came to these fixtures, what do you think about them?
The first thing I'm going to look at is the socket, because that is what turns your lamp on. And you can see this halogen that was in there for years. The pin rotted off, and that's a huge issue with these sockets. Another thing is it's old. This wasn't bad 15 years ago, but my assessment is it's time to be replaced.
Let's go ahead and test, see if we're getting voltage here.
Sure. These sockets, they hold on to the pins by spring loaded, and those springs can wear out as well. So you'll get bad sockets and everything else with these. All right, I'm going to test the voltage.
So he's going to put one of the pins in each of the holes, touching the spring basically. So we're at 12 volts right in there, 11, 12 volts. So that's more than adequate for running a landscape lighting system. We tend to like to run our systems on the higher end. What we'll have to do is figure out what the wire runs on it and do a full wire diagramming on the system. So next thing we're going to look for is the wiring itself. And so that'll be our next step. But overall assessment on this light, it's a fine light. It's what a lot of companies are installing nowadays in retrofit systems. You know, if they did want to keep working with this, you could always replace the socket, which I'd probably recommend at this point. This one's been out in open air. Same with that one, they've been exposed quite a bit. Spring's fine, probably a new gasket. So you could put some work into fixing something like this. That's more, in my opinion, a DIY project than bringing out a professional to do it. But that is an option to try and save some money. There are such better products out there with, you know, integrated lights that are serviceable and so forth. But that is an option that somebody can just clean this all up and fix it and get it going. But overall, it's what I consider a mid-grade aluminum fixture. Some of the coating is come out of it, and obviously there's a hole for a weep hole to keep as moisture gets into it. But that's our assessment on the fixture itself.